Internet, good morning. My name is Magnitude, aka Steve, and welcome to some transactions for the Milwaukee Sawsbucks here in the WBE. Lots of stuff. Now, the Quillfish Aggron move happened last week, but I wanted to bundle it together with the 3 moves that I made for this upcoming week, and I wanted to kind of explain why I made all them. And it's kind of hard for me to go make a video about one mon, and then a week later make a video about 3 mons. I feel like it just kind of wouldn't really have flowed together correctly. So let's get them all in one giant video. Let me help you guys let me explain to you guys why I made the decisions I made, what changes I made to my team. That way you're aware of what's going to be happening this upcoming week, and just see your guys' thoughts on them. So I've never really played with a rain team before, and I didn't even draft a rain team. I drafted a team that I liked, and then I decided to pick a Politoed, a Mega Swampert, and then now I decided to go, let's just fucking go full fucking goddamn rain. Let's just go Hurricane, baby. Let's just do it. Let's just go all the way with it. So I needed to make some adjustments, and you're probably looking at the Vaporeon and Chestnut going, well, both of those mons can help with rain and do well with rain. Yeah, they can, but I've noticed that when you combine my play style, which does not really trend well towards playing defensively, you see, the longer a battle goes, the more likely I'll make a mistake. So I have to kind of err more towards offense, and I don't want to waste the turns of rain that I could possibly get from something like Politoed. So I can't really have things sit in there like Vaporeon and Chestnut and just waste rain turns. That's not something that I want to do. I don't think that would really play to my team's strength. So I had to make some changes. So let's first go with why I picked up each of the mons, and then I'll talk about what they do, and then why I dropped what I dropped. A Alolan Persian I wanted to get ever since for a couple weeks now, and that ever since I got pretty much Mega Swampert, and that's for Z Parting Shot. Z Parting Shot, I can weaken a mon, and then then I get a free switch into what then become a fully healed Mega Swampert, and that is just an immense problem for teams. If I can get that, if I can make that happen, if a late game goes in, I can Z Parting Shot with a fast mon like a Alolan Persian. Whatever kind of damage or afflictions that Mega Swampert acquired over the course of the battle, doesn't matter, because he's going to be coming in. Even if he takes a hit, he's taking a hit that's from a -1 mon, so he will be able to hopefully set up and sweep as a late game option. I feel like Mega Persian, or a Z Alolan Persian, sorry, not Mega Persian, that'd be kind of awesome if it was a Mega Persian. Z Parting Shot Alolan Persian, I think, is a very effective tool that my team can utilize, and it's a fast U-turner, and it gets Rain Dance. It's a fast Rain Dancer, and it's a Dark type, so I have Dark type finally. But he has other things other than being just a Dark type that I happen to value a lot. Next, we have Quillfish. I want to take the pressure off the swift, swimming, sweeping Mega Swampert, and I think Quillfish does that because it also offers things like Spikes, Toxic Spikes, and Destiny Bond. So it has a lot of support options and a lot of fast support options. So even if something like Quillfish can't take out a mon, looking at you fucking Metagross, even if it can't take it out, it can still do something probably in the rain quicker than what the opponent can do, and that's maybe getting up another layer of Spikes, getting up another layer of Toxic Spikes, maybe Destiny Bonding, and able to take out a mon that would otherwise have been threatening to me. So Quillfish has a lot of, I think, a lot of utility, and, I could get a Fell Stinger off and get a +1, I could get a Swords Dance off, or even if worst case, I didn't want to bring a Swift Swimming option, I could bring a Intimidate one. Intimidate, Black Sludge one, and Black Sludge can help discourage trick users, and Intimidate obviously can lower the attack of something, so I can maybe get a Mega Swampert in a little easier. As you notice, all these mons here, I'm dropping just like 2 specially offensive mons, and I'm pretty much picking almost 4 exclusively physically offensive mons, because this team does not have, this team has a nice share of special offense. It's got Thundurus, it's got a Zelf, and it's got Politoed, and really anything else other than that, I don't really, it's solid, right? Especially offensive-wise, it's good. Thundurus wrecks havoc. It wreaks havoc, wrecks people. And a Zelf, it's quick, and it has a vast special move pool. So I feel like I didn't really need more special offense, especially in I could even run an offensive Politoed, which you might end up seeing this week against Duncan. And it's in the rain, so it's boosted, and it's got a solid special attack stat. So I didn't really feel like I needed something like that and more special offense. So So we got Armaldo. If I'm getting rid of Hitmonlee, I'm going to want to get another Rapid Spinner, and that is Armaldo. Armaldo also has access to rocks, and Armaldo also has Swift Swim. So Armaldo was more of a utility piece than anything. I mostly needed a spinner because I'm getting rid of Hitmonlee, and I got rid of Hitmonlee mostly because I valued what Armaldo does for the whole of the rain team rather than what Hitmonlee can do individually. And Armaldo, as I said, is a Swift Swimmer. It also got utility, so I don't need to bring rocks and something like a Clefable or Mega Swampert. I can bring rocks on Armaldo. And I can also run a Swift Swim version, so I can just be really fast. And he's got a very high attack stat, so, you know, worst case, if I have to run some kind of offensive, version, that would be great too. And he's got Bug Stab, like X-Scissor is Stab, so some grass types that I might see try and ruin my rain fun. I can bring in Armaldo, and also, you know, for electric types that come in, I can just hit them with, you know, I'm thinking mostly of Zapdos all the time. But I already played Zapdos, but mostly the grass type stuff. He's got Bug Stab for grass types, so he can kind of, you know, if I'm going up against a strong grass type, even though I already went up against Shaman, I can still take Armaldo, you know, slap X's around that bad boy, and now we're gonna be, you know, we're gonna be taking lives, hopefully. This is more of a support piece than anything, but he has those back burner options. And finally, Chestnut. I'm getting rid of a grass type. I wanted to get a grass type, and I'm getting rid of a fighting type, so should get a fighting type. So I wrapped them both into one in a Chestnut. Chestnut has surprising offensive options. Swords Dance Chestnut also has Bulletproof, which is nice. So I can, you know, things like Shadow Ball that you know, might want to. Things that might want to stab Shadow Ball. I don't really need to have a normal type that can stop those kind of moves. You know, I mean, you see very few physically offensive Ghost type moves, and things that might run a physically offensive Ghost type move, I can probably stop with, you know, my slew of physically defensive stoppers. So Bulletproof is nice to kind of stop those wayward Shadow Balls coming my way. But he's got Spiky Shield, so in case I really do need to do some chip damage or something, that can happen. Being in the rain will lower his fire type damage weakness, which is nice. And he's got you know, some support options. He also has Leech Seed like Shiinotic does, but he's very, I think, underrated offensively, and I want to try to prove that. I like him against a lot of walls, because Chestnut can come in and set up subs on things trying to status it, can Swords Dance in the face of something that's, you know, choiced into maybe a fire type move in the rain, or maybe set up a Swords Dance against something that's choiced, maybe like a Shadow Ball, for instance, as well. So and then once this thing, it's bulky enough to live pretty much any hit, and it's got access to Drain Punch as well. So if I get one Swords Dance up with this thing, or even a sub up with this thing, I can Drain Punch, and pretty much I could generally be okay and generally do a lot of damage to things before my sub's broken or before I'm even dead. So I like what Chestnut brings as far as that goes. I think they are all great additions to what is now hopefully a much better rain team. And I have one more week to make moves, so I'm trying to make a trade. One more trade to shore up not really offensively shore up my team, but I think my playstyle and this team structure is way more reliant on playing in a more offensive way. So I'm trying to get my team pretty much as offensive as possible, and my goals are to, like, end the game in 25 turns, or that's about it. So I want to know what you guys think about my additions, my subtractions. If you guys looking forward to my battle this week against Duncan, be sure to, you know, because I have all these new mons, comment that below as well. And I guess I will see you guys the latest on Saturday. Might have a video for it tomorrow. I'm not sure. I haven't really decided yet if I want to upload anything. And I'll see each and every one of you guys next time. Good night.